They like.
What's up, y'all? This is Relly back with another video. I feel like it's pretty fair for us to just jump into it, right? Because a lot of us watched game one, right? Anybody who didn't watch game one, I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna give you the recap. I'm gonna give you how I'm feeling, right? A lot of us seen some bad things, some good things, and some things that honestly, it's nothing we really can say. But to start it off, right? Let's talk about someone who shouldn't get any slander or just anything negative. That's Spider. Spider played crazy. He played how we expected Spider to play in the playoffs. Spider played exactly how we've seen him play in the playoffs. Spider was playing like he was the Cleveland Cavaliers, and to be honest, to be fair, he was, right? Yes, I know you can look at the stat sheet and probably say Darius Garland had some points, blase, some other players are doing their thing, absolutely. But when you really look at that game, Donovan Mitchell was the one that was really keeping us in the game. And honestly, had Donovan Mitchell not played, we might have got blown out, honestly. Because it was spurts in the game where our offense was terrible. It was spurts in the game where our defense was just terrible. And it was spurts in the game where it was just the Cavs bench was just garbage. Let's be real here. But Donovan Mitchell, even this play right here, right? Donovan Mitchell, hustle. And Donovan Mitchell was trying to set the tone. Unfortunately, the Cavs just wasn't getting it, and especially and particularly our bench. Then you got plays like this, right? Where Don was trying to give it some energy. Even though Julius Randle was tweaking in certain parts of the game, but Donovan Mitchell was trying to get us back in there, as a team, as a fans, but it just wasn't clicking. Now, for us, anybody to watch the game, a lot of people probably assume that it's nerves, and it might be. Actually, that might be the safest answer with this young team. And this is why we face certain situations where if you watch even the first couple minutes of the first quarter, you can kind of tell it was just a lot of nerves, missing a lot of threes, a lot of open shots that we normally would make throughout the season. And on the subject of threes, then you got players like Isaac Okoro, who I love him as a player, but he has to develop a three ball, man. It was so many instances where he was open and he was taking some really good shots. It just wasn't going in. The problem with that is in a playoff setting, you get that Ben Simmons treatment, and then it's just like if you're not making those threes or taking advantage of those threes, you're pitting the Cavs or any team in a very terrible situation. And then you got players like Don, those caliber stars, got to do even more just to get them in a competitive place like he did in the fourth quarter, right? And of course we lost because of some fouls, some bad calls, you could say that, blase, but honestly, if you want to be real, right, we really shouldn't have been in this situation anyway if the Cavs played how they should have played in the first place, right? Our bench was terrible. Outside of Don, for a good portion of the game, we was terrible. Yes, you had players like Darius Garland, who I really love as a player. He played okay, but, we need more from DG. He's our second star, right? Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, they did what they were supposed to do, but maybe we should give them more touches, just to fill it, get some energy going. But, you got players like Isaac Okoro got to hit their shots, right? And then, of course, our bench, like Dean Wade, he did some weird stuff, but I can't kill him too much because it's like Karis LeVert. Every time I seen him on the floor, I put on Twitter, I'm like, man, it's almost like he killed the energy in the later parts of the first quarter and early parts of the second quarter, because it was like, man, he was doing so much goofy stuff that it was like, oh my God, Donovan, or I think DG might have started off with the steal. Don pushed it up, he gave it to Karis LeVert, and then he just boinked the layup. It's like, come on, man. I understand you missed those here and there, but it's certain periods of the game where we just need that energy, and unfortunately he wasn't there for us. Now I will say because I did see a lot on Twitter, man, where a lot of people is panicking, man. It's game 1. And I know I even got a short where I think I said the Cavs is going to beat the Knicks in 5. Honestly, I still believe that's going to happen. I don't think we need to be panicking. Yes, it is some problems that we have to fix game 2 for sure, but we should not panic. I do think even with the mistakes we made, the game was close. Yes, because a lot of that had to do with Donovan Mitchell expertise. But how many games do we really think our Cavs is gonna play like that, right? Especially when our key pieces like Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. You know what I mean? Those pieces is gonna come back how they should be, and that should be enough. And how many games is Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle is really gonna play like that? You know what I mean? So we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be fine. We just gotta weather the storm. JB Bickerstaff also gotta play some slightly better rotations. But I will say the Cavs should be okay. We just have to be better game 2. It's no choice. We have to play better, right? So down in the comments below, let me know how y'all feel about game 1. Do you think we should be panicking? What do you think the Cleveland Cavaliers should do differently to have a different outcome for game 2? And do you think the Cavs can still beat the Knicks in 5?
That's Atlantis with that money.